Okay, good morning, my dear students. So, revision is going on. Yesterday, I started chapter number second. So, chapter number second will continue. Okay. So, the question number 13, I will be reading. Service sectors in India employs two different kind of people. Give jobs two different kinds of people. So, who are these? Okay. So, answer. So they are first category, people involved in the services, okay, that may directly help in the contribution of goods. When we talk about, or for example, people involved in the transportation, storage, communication, finance, banking. Okay, so directly they are involved there. But another class is there, second class is also there, indirectly they also contributing. Okay, so when you talk about the teachers, doctors, okay, barbers, cobblers, lawyers, okay, etc. So they may be termed as a ancillary workers, secondary, I mean second line workers, okay, those who give services to the primary service providers. So they are also providing the services. So this way, one who directly, second, those who are indirectly involved, okay, in the economic activities. The question number 14, worker who workers are exploited in unorganized sector. Do you agree with this view? Give reason in support of your answer. So in this question, main focus on the exploitation of the workers, and in which sector? Unorganized sector. So I agree with the statement. Yes, they are exploited. Means workers are exploited in the unorganized sector. So different points are there to which we can explain. Point number one, because there is no any rule and regulation which are followed in the unorganized sectors. So no norms, they hardly, because first of all they don't have any norms, rule, regulations. Second, whatever they have, they don't follow those. Second, there is no any fixed number of workers, means fixed working hours are not there. Otherwise, generally let 8 hours, eight working hours. So in the organized sectors, workers are working for 8 hours in a day. But in the unorganized sectors, generally employer taking more time. Okay, more than 8 hours he is asking to do the works. And third point, the salaries which are given to the workers in the unorganized sectors, salary is also very low. Next point, there is no any other facility, there are no other facilities which are there in the organized sectors, such as a medical facility, provident fund, then insurance, okay, the safety, education, and accommodation. So many other facilities are there which are provided by the organized sector but not given by the unorganized to their workers. Even they also compromise with their uh, paid leaves. Okay, and next point, there is also no any job security in the unorganized sector. Okay, and also there is a social discriminations. So these are the points related to the questions. In what ways workers are exploited in the unorganized sector. Okay, Yog and Manasvi, good morning, bete. Hope all of you are fine. Okay, so in case of any query related to any questions, you can put. Okay, question number 15. How are the activities in the economy classified on the basis of employment conditions? Means economic conditions are classified on the basis of employment conditions. Economic, okay. So economy classified on the basis of economic employment conditions. Employment conditions. Yes, they are classified on the basis of employment conditions. So first, means this is somewhere related to the just latest question. First, organized sector. So this sector covers those enterprises, organizations, firms, and industries which are registered by the government, and have to follow its rule and regulations and norms. Generally, they are following, okay, and also providing best facilities to their employees, also providing good facilities, working conditions, working hours. Okay, so these organizations follow the norms which are made by the government. So when you talk about the Factory Act, Minimum Wage Act, okay, then payment of gratuity, uh, then security of the workers, shop and entertainments. So all these are the things provided by the organized sector. Okay, and if workers are working more than 8 hours, so uh, extra income is there. So per hour, organizer or means employers, they are offering the income to their employees, also giving higher incentives, okay, on the basis of the performance. Okay, so appreciation and incentives are there for them. So there is an example of like Ambuja company, Reliance Industry, Tata Industry, okay, Indian Oil Corporations. So number of companies are there, those who come under the organized sector. Okay, Sri, good morning. How are you? Fine? Okay. Second, unorganized sector. So it includes those small and scattered units which are largely outside the control of governments. Like a small businessman operating his business in the rural areas, in the towns and the cities. Okay. Many business are there. Okay. So they don't follow me. They means unorganized sector do not follow the rule, regulations, norms which are set by the government. These organizations exploiting the interest of the workers. Sometimes there is no any paid leaves for the workers also. Okay, so workers are working for the longer hours, more days, and compromise with the salaries also. So like paid leave, holidays, everything, or leave due to the sickness, all these things are not given in the unorganized sector. And there is also not any job securities. Okay. So sometimes people are asked to leave the jobs without any prior informations or reason. Sohail, morning, bete. Next question number 16. Compare the employment conditions prevailing in the organized and unorganized sectors. So see, this series of the questions somewhere related to each other. Got it? So questions may be asked in the different way. So different ways they are giving the somewhat related answers. So going to read again. Compare the employment conditions prevailing in the organized and unorganized sector. Organized and unorganized sector. So answer, employment conditions prevailing in the organized and unorganized sectors. So vastly classified into two categories. First, organized sector. So has the companies, so in the organized sectors, companies are registered with the government, and hence there is job security. So income are fixed, working hours fixed, working conditions also fixed, environment is also good, and security and the safety of the employees, that is also there. And workers, they are getting the income for the overwork, overtime work. If let 8 hours a working period, if anybody is working more than 8 hours, he or she is paid for that particular time period. On the other hand, Ria, morning. Unorganized sector. So the unorganized sector is the host of oppositions. Okay. So in the unorganized sectors, there is no any job securities. Salary is also very low. Working conditions also not conducive. Okay, adverse working conditions are there, and workers also working in the haphazard conditions, and working hours also not very much fixed. Okay, so this is about the comparison between organized unorganized sectors and the conditions which are prevailing over there. Next question, Ria Madhu. Yes, you are also correct. All these points are related to the unorganized sectors. Okay, so like these conditions are prevailing in the or unorganized sector rating. Next question, which is also important, explain the objectives of implementing of NREGA. This is also called NREGA scheme 2005. So here we have to discuss about the main objectives. Okay. So see, first objective, to increase the income and employment of rural workers. Okay. In the rural areas, in the villages, in the remote areas, so worker they are not getting the regular income or regular jobs, opportunities or employment. So under NREGA, there is 100 guaranteed days, means for 100 days in a year, whosoever will be registering themselves as a unemployment, he or she will definitely get the job. That government is not able to provide within 15 days of registrations, so the government has to give financial help to those workers, means give work or money. Two conditions are there. So every state and region can develop. So there what we can do, if you want, they want to develop tourism. Okay, they want to develop regional craft or IT or additional employment, that is up to the state. Okay. Third, central government made a law, okay, implementing the right to work in 200 districts. Okay. And one other thing that I told you, 100 is, okay, assured work will be given to the workers. So workers, see, you might have seen in the villages check dams are constructed under this scheme, so water level is also increasing, and somewhere they are also maintaining the farms. Okay, constructions of the canals, okay, small bridges, roads, so many things they are considered under it. So there is a list of, okay, in the next question. Yes, you are right, Ria. Mm. And Aprita, good morning, mate, to all of you. In the question number 18, so nature of work and nature of activity and sectors you had to, okay, we had to segregate. Okay, so there are some example of the work people do. Okay, work is given and which people do. So we had to classify nature of the work, like bank clerk. So bank clerk, sir, how to protect workers in the unorganized sectors? See, they should seek for their interest. Certain rules are there. Don't think that there is no any rule in the or norms are there in the unorganized. Certain rules are there. See, when workers are, if there is a worker who feel at a point of time that he or she has been exploited, so he or she can also approach to the means system is there. Okay, so through that system he can inform to the different organizations, like up to, if there is no anybody, then police department is also there, then different organizations also there. If you talk about the child, then child. If you talk about the okay, Then women production cell is also there. So their interest has been protected. If there is a compromise with the wage, so minimum wage act should be followed. Okay, that should be followed, though they are not following. Okay, so he or she can ask for his rights also. If he or she is working and giving, okay, performing his duties, so should also ask for the rights. Okay. Then okay, so bank clerk. So bank clerk. So banking come under the tertiary sector, and bank means organized public sector. Okay. Second, free. There is a cartoonist. So cartoonist come under tertiary and the private. Construction workers. So construction come under the manufacturing or secondary, and it comes under the private. So sector means two are there. One is public, another is private. Two work. Okay, two sectors are there, public and private. So we had to categorize in either public or private. Doctor in AIMS, tertiary public sector. DTT bus driver, DTC desk bus driver. Okay. Then state transport. Okay, transport. State transport, transportation come under the tertiary sector and public sector. Okay, farmers. So farmer is an example of primary and private. Guest house receptionist. So guest house tertiary sector, receptionist private sector. Mine workers. So mine come under the primary. Okay, and mining private. On tailoring shop. So on tailoring shop, tertiary sector, and it comes under the private sector. Then public sector, okay, public sector factory supervisor. So factory supervisor secondary. Factories is come under the secondary, and it comes under the public. Public sector, if it is mentioned public sector factory, then it should be public. If private factory, so private should be there. Okay, so next discuss about the following. Okay, so they have given the example. Two examples are there: well organized, well managed organizations, and bodily, okay, or badly managed organizations. Okay, got it? Two examples should be given: public sector and private sector. Public and private sector. So well managed organizations, they have given about the example of metro, Delhi Metro. Okay, Delhi Metro, well organized public sector. Or badly managed private sector, Mill Cooperative Society. Second, well organized, well managed organization in the private sector. So there Reliance. Okay, then badly managed Satyam Computer. Okay, Satyam. Next question is, explain how public sector contribute to the economic development of a nation. Okay, that public sector is also contributing to the development of economy. Okay, or development of the nation. So points are there. Okay, so okay, thank you, Bete. So time is over. So it is 12 o'clock. Okay, so I will be keep on uploading. Okay, so time to time you can go through it. Thank you.